Today I'm at our Kaapsewoord Village Easter Market. I'm going to interview the organizer of our village markets, and I also look forward to meeting some of the vendors and seeing what they make and sell. So let's go and take a look. So this is Berenice Lake, and we all know her as Berry. So thank you, Berry, for having us today and letting us interview you at your market.
It's such a pleasure to have you guys. Thank you so much for visiting us today on this beautiful day in Kaapsewoord.
And so Berry is a business owner and an entrepreneur in Kaapsewoord, and she is the organizer of this beautiful Easter fair. So Berry, what is the name of your Easter fair?
The Easter fair is called Cottontails and Carrot Tops.
Okay.
And it's held on the Easter Saturday on the Easter weekend.
And we just love having your markets, and it's just such a nice bringing people together. And we have lots of visitors on the public holidays and over the weekends, and it's just a nice thing for them to do. And so, Berry, can you just tell me what are the names of your businesses?
I own 3 businesses.
3?
Yes,
Oh.
the one is called Ms. Gooseberry.
Mm-hmm.
That's the longest standing business I own. It's a food brand.
Yes.
And then I own the Nest B&B in Kaapsewoord. And then I own an upcycling business that upcycles clothing and re-embellishes clothing called To Twine with Love.
That's amazing. And I can vouch for Berry's amazing cooking and your pizzas and everything that you make, all those lovely sweet goodies, and then your lemonade.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Okay.
I love your lemonade. I haven't forgotten the taste. It's amazing. And so, Berry, can you tell me the heart that you have behind your markets that you hold in Kaapsewoord?
Well, firstly, I actually love supporting small, local, quality businesses
That's
myself.
amazing.
And I really feel that not everybody is a natural marketer of their products.
Yes.
And one way to actually get people to be known is to actually showcase them in a beautiful setting like we have in Kaapsewoord. And that's why I actually started the markets.
That's amazing. So how many vendors do you have here?
At the moment, we have 32 today. We can go up to 34.
That's a lot.
But that is quite a lot. Our space is limited because obviously we have to have space for people to park as well.
Yes, you can see that.
Yes.
And then where are these vendors from? Where do you get them from?
The vendors come from the area of Mpumalanga, so I actually look for folk that are Mpumalanga based.
That's amazing. Berry, I love that you're encouraging small businesses. I just love that. And your heart for the people and for Kaapsewoord.
Thank you. Yes, it's 2 loves. Actually, it's 3 loves. The one is for the village, for the village to be showcased.
Yes.
The second one is to encourage small businesses and encourage local people to support small quality businesses. And the third one is to actually support MPOs.
Yes, that's what I wanted to say. So what you do is you set up the markets and the vendors, and you organize all the vendors. Then in turn, do they pay a stall fee into the MPOs?
Yes, so how I do it is I'm a volunteer, so I organize the market and do the ads and the reels to music, which goes on Facebook. And the vendors that attend the markets actually pay directly to the MPOs. Instead of paying a stall fee, they pay a donation into the MPOs' accounts.
Oh, that's wonderful. So everyone's, if I say, benefiting from this.
Yes, very much so.
And then can you mention, it's 2 MPOs that you mentioned?
Yes, today it's Grace Baby Haven, which is a place in Nelspruit that takes in abandoned babies.
Oh.
And the other one is our Kaapsewoord Conservancy. They actually look after the general area in the village that needs maintaining.
And they do such a wonderful job.
They do, yes, they do.
So that's wonderful, and thank you that you have said that I'm able to just go and just interview a few of your vendors and just see where they're from, see what they're selling. You've got lots of interesting things here. I see you've got some new vendors as well.
Yes, very exciting. We love getting new folk through. And yes, we do have some folk that we invite just about every time because they are key to our market.
Yes.
You have folk, people battle to change. They like what they like.
Yes,
but on
true.
the other hand, we actually want to challenge them with some new vendors as well.
That's wonderful. And then you actually choose the vendors?
And they get
correct?
invited, yes.
They get invited.
So they obviously have to comply with certain regulations.
Okay.
And the main ones are their product has to be made in Mpumalanga.
Wow.
They need to be Mpumalanga based, and we don't take retailers or agents,
Okay.
that sort of thing. Yes.
So people that are entrepreneurs, small businesses
Yes.
making their own products.
That helps, yes,
Okay.
definitely.
And then I see that you have very high quality product and high standards.
Yes, I am a bit of an ogre, I think. People think I am.
You're not.
The thing is,
She's
I
not.
actually want this to become known as an artisanal market, and it actually brings business into the village. And
That's
what we've done
wonderful.
is we speak to the restaurants, and they say on market day, their business increases as well. And it's not
That's
just
wonderful.
that. There's a museum. There's so
Yes.
much more to do here.
Yes.
It's well worth having them.
Yes. So you must come, get in your car and come to Kaapse work, especially
please.
when we have a market, but
Yes.
also when we don't. How many times do you have markets?
It depends on my commitments, but we have at least 4, sometimes 5 a year.
Okay,
And
that's
I
quite a
share
lot.
them on the Miss Gooseberry Facebook page,
Okay.
and then on at least 40 Facebook groups.
Wow.
So we really try and touch as many bases as possible.
Yes.
And then very kindly Radio Local puts it onto their website as well.
wonderful.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, when we're not having a market, they must come and support our restaurants and
Yes.
museums, and
Please.
we have quite a lot of businesses and a few shops that people
Yes,
can...
we have an art meander, and that's
Oh, yes.
really worthwhile as well. I mean, there's the scoot tours, there's pubs,
Yes,
there's restaurants,
yes.
there's the art meander,
much to
there's
do.
a museum, and the walks, and there's
Yes.
just so much to do here. It's just such a special place. Well, we know, because we live here. We're very
Yes.
blessed to live here. But some people who have recently come, I've just had a mom and a daughter stay with us. They've already booked for October. So you can understand your heart remains here. Even though your footsteps may not, your heart stays
That
here.
is true, and we are privileged to live here.
Oh yes, we are.
And then, how long have you lived in Kaapse?
We've lived here for 13 years.
30 years.
Yes.
And where are you from?
From Benoni,
Oh,
in
Benoni.
Gauteng, yes.
I'm from
Yeah.
Kempton Park.
There you go, very close.
So, Berry, thank you so much.
Absolute
Thank you for
pleasure.
what you are doing in our village. Thank
Pleasure.
you for what you're doing for all the vendors, and just for being you, and your heart is just so amazing to encourage the small businesses.
Oh, I love doing it. That's where I get my kicks, is to see people doing well. And
That's
when somebody
amazing.
comes through a market and then all of a sudden they say, I can't come to market anymore, I'm too busy. Now
Yes.
that's good to hear.
Yes.
And then it makes space for another person. So thank you so much. We really appreciate you being here today, because it
pleasure.
actually just gives exposure to the whole village
Yes,
as well.
yes.
Thank
That's
you.
also my heart.
I know it is. I
Yeah.
can see that. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
do that.
Berry.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay.
So I'm with Ingrid from Ingrid's Kitchen. Thank you so much, Ingrid, for allowing me to interview you.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
And can you tell me, where are you from first
I'm
of all?
from Nelspruit. We're just down the road from the lovely Kaapse Whip.
Yes,
And
down the mountain.
Down the mountain, and we love coming up the mountain to the fair.
Yeah, there's something special about Kaapse, and we all know it. And what do you make?
I make lovely macarons.
Macarons? What's a macaron? I know macaroons.
Macaroons are the ones with the coconut and the egg white.
Oh.
But
So what is-
macarons are a French delicacy. So
Really?
they're made with almond flour.
Oh.
And they quite time consuming to make because they have to be perfect. They have a little foot
Yes.
and they're filled with a beautiful filling.
And
you
what do you put inside?
there's lots of flavoring. This is a special one. This is a cheeky cherry, especially for you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do I look like a cheeky cherry?
And no, you can find me. I'm in Nelspruit in Mpumalanga. And you can also find me on social media.
Oh, that's
I've got
good.
a page called Ingrid's Kitchen.
Okay,
And
on Facebook or Instagram?
on Facebook and on Instagram.
Oh, good, good.
And yes, I can courier nationwide for you so you can share in the joy of
Oh,
macarons.
is this for me?
That's for you.
Oh, and it's crumbly. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So macaron
taste
needs,
it. Is it gluten free?
it's gluten free.
Oh, so
It's really gluten
So
free.
Nick, our cameraman, can actually
You
have
can
it.
have one. Yeah.
He's gluten intolerant, so you can. Okay.
So macaron is crunchy, like it's doing there for you, and then you get the filling.
What do you
It's
put
soft.
inside?
That's a buttercream icing filling, and then right at the end you'll get a bit of chewiness, and that's the
That's what I
perfect
like.
macaron.
Oh, it's lovely. Absolutely perfect. I love it. Thank you so much, Ingrid, for
Thank
allowing me to interview you.
Thank you very much.
So this is Peter from Peter's Pantry. Thank you so much for allowing me to interview you, Peter.
Oh, it's my absolute pleasure. Thank you.
And Peter, what are your products that you make?
Today we have our pickled onions, our red pickled onions. We've got
These
sun-dried tomatoes in a
Yes.
garlic and herb vinaigrette.
Oh, sounds
We've
lovely.
got our garlic and mustard mayo, as you can see,
Yes.
has done very well. And then our new baby is the marinated Kalamata olives.
Wow,
Yes.
that must taste amazing.
They are awesome. And then we also have our boozy fudges. It's fudge for grown-ups.
Oh, really?
And
Is it this one?
That's one, yeah. That is our gin and white chocolate.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Made with love.
Absolutely.
And are your products natural?
As much as possible, yes.
Okay.
For example, the tomatoes we grow ourselves, we sun dry them ourselves. The onions, the olives. Obviously, the Lowveld is not conducive to growing olives at all.
Oh, really?
No, not at all. We
know
tried.
that.
No, we've tried. So we
Okay.
we import them from the Cape, but then we marinate them ourselves. So I'll order them plain.
From the Cape is the best.
Absolutely, and they are delicious. And then we just make a marinade, so just something a little bit different. Yes.
Okay, that sounds lovely. And then do you courier your products?
Absolutely, we do. We courier across the country. We've actually couriered to the UK before.
Really?
Absolutely, yeah. Our number is on here, so if you like something, you just send me a message and we'll send it off to you.
So how did somebody in the UK taste your nice product?
They were actually on holiday here.
I knew you were going to
Yep,
say that.
took stuff back and then said, could you courier? I said, with pleasure. Off it went. Yeah. And we've sent
Wonderful.
off to Germany as well. We have a mustard range. We don't have it today.
Oh, I know the Germans
Yeah,
are like the
yes, and we had a
almost
ho-
like sauerkraut.
Very much so.
Sauerkraut.
A whole case went off to Germany.
Really?
Yes, yeah.
I'm just guessing.
It was fabulous.
That's wonderful. And where do you live? Where do you come
We're
from?
on a farm about 20 k's outside of Nelspruit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we actually follow we call ourselves the happy wannabe homesteaders. We know nothing. I mean, we literally Google how to do this. So we've got chickens and we grow our own as much as we can. I preserve as much as I can. I try very hard to stay away from chemicals.
That's
so
so
it's as
good.
natural as possible.
That's
yes.
good. And are you on social media?
I am. We are on Facebook. Peter's Pantry's on Facebook and on Instagram.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Peter.
You
I
are so
appreciate
welcome.
your
Thank you for the
interview.
time.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
So I've got Wendy here from Crafted Cosmetics. Thank you so much, Wendy, for allowing me to interview you.
Great pleasure.
Okay, so the name of your business is Crafted Cosmetics.
That's correct.
And so what do you do?
We make sustainable and natural products in our boutique factory at Alkmaar. And everything that you see here is SLES free, there are no dodgy preservatives, and we're very focused on
That's good.
making something that is more sustainable.
Okay.
And I like the idea that I supply my products to my clients directly. So there's
Oh,
a
that's
face
wonderful.
behind the product, and
Yes.
people know where to go when they're looking for something specific. We are small enough to actually even produce bespoke products for special people. So if people have allergies, we actually encourage them to come to us and we help them to create their own products
That's
that are safe.
amazing. So it's tailor-made for
Yes, yes.
them. That's nice. And what do you make?
We have a wide range from shampoos and hair tonics to a full facial range. So we've got night creams, day creams.
That's amazing.
We've got oil serums and cleansers and makeup removers.
Sure. And then
And then
soaps?
healing creams and soaps. And right at the end, we have a this particular product
This
here
one. Oh,
in
this,
the bucket.
this one. Yes.
It's part of our circular industry. I use the waste oranges and I create a sustainable and environmentally friendly cleaner that can be used everywhere. As a top loader, you can use it in your top loader, in your in your dishwashing machine. You can use it on your floors, in your bathrooms. So in general, it's an all-purpose, and it's concentrated, and there are instructions on how to use it.
Okay, natural citrus
Cleaner.
cleaner. Simply the zest. Can the stuff be couriered?
Yes, it can be couriered countrywide, and we do use Puda and we use Courier Guy as well as Postmate.
Where can we get hold of you?
Well, I do have a website, Crafted Cosmetics, www.craftedcosmetics.co.za, and we also have a Facebook page and we also have an Instagram page.
So thank you so much, Wendy. This is Arthur from Tananga Flavors. Thank you so much, Arthur, for allowing me to interview you.
My pleasure.
And what do you do here? What do you make?
I make spiced salts.
Oh, that's interesting.
The whole idea that when you cook, that you've got something unique to put in your food.
Okay.
Not just the normal spices you get on the shelf. This is unique.
Okay.
I use indigenous plants for some of them to make
Oh,
some of them,
that's
like the tiger
interesting.
spice. In 2021, I started to. We got a bag of salt from a friend.
Yes, that's interesting.
And we didn't know what to do with that bag of salt. So, and my sister.
Was it like coarse salt or?
It was
fine
coarse salt,
Okay.
yeah. So my sister in the Cape also sent me an idea. And she said, why don't you look into this? You know, it's a spice they make down in the Cape
Yeah.
with a fynbos.
Oh,
So
yes, fynbos.
I said, okay, we can investigate that. But initially I supplied only turmeric to my wife for her business.
Yes.
Her business is Crafted Cosmetics. And
Yes, right next
so-
door to each
so I
other.
produce this myself. I grow it
Oh,
organically.
really?
I decided I must use that bag of salt, and we made the first salt, which is I called it rock salt at that stage.
Yes.
But it's a rosemary wine salt, which is this one.
Oh,
So that is
and it's you've ground it. It's
I've
fine.
ground it, but it's got the salt there, like this.
What is that pink salt?
It's wine soaked salt.
Wine?
It's not Himalayan salt. It's wine soaked.
Wine soaked.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Red-
wondered why
red
it
wine.
had that color.
Soaked, yeah. So
Oh.
a lot of
So
people
how
think
does it
this
get
is.
dry? I suppose they soak it and dry it.
I soak it and dry it.
Oh, you soak it and
I've
dry
got
it.
the solar dryer and also a dehydrator. So you've got to use
Wow,
the
it
two
sounds
processes.
interesting. Wow.
So my range is extended
Yes.
to include now also cordials like lemongrass
Wow,
cordials.
That's very nice.
And when I
Natural products.
yeah, when I make the salts with
That's
with
interesting. Let me just put this
orange
back.
zest or lemon
Also,
zest.
like your wife makes the cleaning products with that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I use it first. I take the zest, I zest the fruit, and then after that I juice the fruit to make the cordials.
Wow.
And what's left over, she makes
That's amazing.
cleaning product with.
Wow.
I'm in two shops, one in View and one at Casterbridge
Oh,
so far.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I aim to go more into some of the butcheries in town here at Nelspruit.
Are you also on social media?
Instagram.
Okay.
And yeah, my markets I also advertise on Facebook.
So, Arthur, thank you so much for allowing me to interview you.
Thank you. Okay.
I've got Graham and Elsa here, good friends of ours. And just wanted to ask you guys, where are you from?
Barberton Valley.
Okay. And what are your products that you sell at the market?
Okay, we sell healthy dog biscuits
Yes.
as a treat.
Okay.
We also make a marmalade, a 4-fruit marmalade, a tomato relish,
Okay.
and unfortunately, fortunately,
Yeah, fortunately.
we've sold out of the macadamia parmesan that we also make.
Is it also like a chuck?
It's just in a nut form, ground up macadamia nuts with some a Parmesan flavoring in it, nutritional yeast, which makes it into that sort of flavor of cheese.
Okay, that sounds lovely. So you make this yourself?
Yes.
And
all
I
homemade.
can vouch for the dog biscuits because I buy for our neighbor Blackie. And I buy these ones, so I'm going to buy some today. If they want to contact you, they can contact me or Berry. What is the name of your business?
Nana's Treats.
Okay, that's a very nice name. So are you Nana?
I'm Nana.
Okay. No, that's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I've got Colin and Zach here from River Roastery. Thank you so much for allowing me to interview you.
Thank you.
And it's obvious what you make. Good coffee. So tell me a little bit about your business and what you do.
Our business is based in White River. We're a coffee roastery. We roast fresh weekly. And our coffee comes from all over the world.
Yes.
And we deliver free to White River and Nelspruit on a weekly basis.
Okay.
And we deliver throughout the country by courier, by Pudo.
Wow.
And our coffee is always fresh, so you can get your coffee elsewhere. Often it's not fresh. Our coffee is always fresh. We only sell coffee within a month of roasting it.
Okay.
Makes all the difference to taste.
Oh, really?
And ground coffee, when we sell ground coffee, we only grind the coffee within 24 hours before either delivering it or sending it out by courier, so it's fresh.
Okay. And so where do you get your coffee
So our
from? You
coffee
said
comes
all
from
over the
all
world.
over the world. We have 3 different blends. Our one blend, our Rio blend, is coffee from Brazil
Wow.
and Colombia. And our best seller, which is our Shumba African blend, it's got coffee from 2 different coffees from Malawi,
Wow,
plus
that's amazing.
2 different coffees from Ethiopia. And then we have our dark blend for the dark coffee lovers, which is coffee from Brazil.
I like mine single shot cappuccinos. But thank you so much. It's
Thank you
really
so
good.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I've got Jeff and Terry and China from Pie Boys with me. Thank you so much for allowing me to interview you guys. And how did it go? How did it come about, the pie business?
Okay, well, Pie Boys is actually something that we developed outside of our charity. So, you
So
can
what
see,
charity is that?
on the back of my sweater.
Sawubona
Sawubona Project.
ignites hearts, inspires change.
Yes.
Wow,
So,
Sawubona means?
Yeah, so that's it's the we see you, but it's the Zulu greeting for
it's the
hello,
Zulu-
right?
yeah, I can
So, but it
speak a little
actually
bit.
it actually means we see you. So that's why we chose that name,
Oh, that's
because we just
beautiful.
wanted to think about, if we're seeing the people and their needs, then we're also identifying what those things are, and that we're making a difference, hopefully.
Wow.
Yeah.
In the community.
In the community
and
that's
where
near
is
us.
that?
Yeah.
Where are you guys
We
from?
work out of Mishlozi in White River.
Okay.
And so just let me add that Sawubona is really that not only are we as humans seeing, but we believe that God sees each and every one of us. And so we
That's
connect
amazing. He does.
we connect our mission with our purpose and our values
that's
of wanting to
amazing.
make sure that people are seen and heard by God.
Oh, that's amazing. I say amen to that.
Yes.
And but you guys have got an accent. Where are you guys originally from?
We're from Canada. So
Canada.
we were pastors in Canada, in Ottawa, for 14 years before we came over as missionaries in 2016.
2016.
Yes.
So you just continue to live.
Full time
Yes.
Okay.
with our daughter.
Oh yeah, I was just going to say, is your family with you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
member.
wonderful.
Yeah.
And then are you guys on social media?
We sure are.
Yeah, you can find us under Sawubona Project, and you can find us under Pie Boys, websites and social media, all of that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Pie Boys
wonderful.
SA, you're right. Yes. Yeah.
My
So
friend Jana, have you got anything to add?
Well, I can say I'm the donut lady, so I'm the one who's
The
doing them
donut
all.
lady?
Yes, I'm
Oh,
a
do you
donut
also make
lady.
donuts?
yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brioche donuts.
So
and-
where's the donuts, my friend?
They're gone. They're gone.
They are gone, so.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's wonderful.
But what I would like to add too is what's really unique about it. So Pie Boys came out of Sawubona Project. It's a social enterprise where we're able to employ China and 3 other girls, and which is amazing. But we also bring in volunteers through our life skills projects in the community, so that
that's
they can have
amazing.
the opportunity to learn some employment skills. They often will come to markets with us. They'll learn how to, operate at a market, so which is wonderful. But the other amazing link between the two is that, like China and the others, they also are facilitators in our life skills program.
Okay.
So it's very much intertwined with one another. It's not like two separate things, and it all connects together. And we're hoping that someday, Lord willing, that this will grow enough that we'll be able to use the revenue proceeds to be able to support Sawabona Project, which is our heart. So, yeah.
So you empower the community,
Yeah.
empower and lift them up.
Yes,
Or uplift.
through these amazing women who actually serve with us and love on the youth and do the life skills facilitation.
It's
And
amazing.
yeah,
And
yeah.
that's also our hearts.
Is
We
it?
are also
Yeah.
missionaries.
Yeah.
And China, what is your real name?
My name is Mapasaka by faith. So,
Try and say that.
China's easier.
So Mapasaka means Good Friday. Yes, but I wasn't born in Good Friday. Actually, I was named after my aunt. Yes.
Wow, what a privilege.
Thank you.
So thank you guys so much. Proverbs 31:13, 17 and 24 says she finds wool and flax and she busily spins it. She's energetic and strong, a hard worker. She makes belted linen garments and sashes to sell to the merchants. God honors the work of our hands, especially when it's done with love, integrity, and care. In Proverbs 31, we see a picture of a woman who uses her gifts to create, to sell, and to serve. So whether you make candles, crochet blankets, bake cookies, or craft jewelry, know this, your work matters. It's not small in God's eyes. Every stitch, every sale, and every conversation is a chance to glorify Him and serve others well.